This is day 42 in the Gaza-Israel war, and I'm Yair Pinto reporting to you from Israel. The fighting in the Gaza Strip continues, and as IDF forces, especially the tank units, are working tirelessly to clear up the northern Gaza Strip from Hamas terrorists, they are being attacked by terrorists that pop out of underground tunnels and place explosive devices along the roads, buildings, and next to the armored vehicles. The IDF is slowly locating the terrorist locations and neutralizing them. The IDF is inventing itself daily and creates new ways to identify, destroy, and demolish Hamas terrorists and underground bunkers and tunnels. One method that the IDF reportedly used in order to capture the post office of Hamas in the Gaza Strip was that the IDF placed dolls dressed as IDF soldiers inside a vehicle and drove it to the entrance of the post office of Hamas. While approaching the post office, Hamas terrorists opened fire towards the vehicle, thus revealing their location to IDF troops monitoring the area. The IDF troops easily took control of the building and captured 21 Hamas terrorists. These terrorists will assist the IDF with valuable intel of the whereabouts of more Hamas positions, underground tunnels, and hopefully the whereabouts of some 238 hostages that were captured from Israel. In another initiative that was carried out between the Israeli elite unit called Shayetet, which is the equivalent of the US Navy SEALs, together with the tank units, the IDF sent in a vehicle empty into an area that is controlled by Hamas terrorists. Upon entry of this vehicle to the territory, the Hamas militants opened fire towards that vehicle, revealing their location, and IDF tank units were able to identify the exact whereabouts of each Hamas militant and neutralize it. After causing damage using the tank units, the special Navy SEALs, Shayetet 13, entered the area and cleared it completely from Hamas terrorists, revealing more than 10 underground tunnels. Each of these tunnels was destroyed and sealed off using the sponge bomb. But before placing the bomb and sealing it off, the IDF placed a special device inside that monitors any movement underneath the ground inside the tunnel and notifying the IDF. That's how the IDF can monitor the whereabouts of Hamas militants. The fighting for the Gaza Strip is still progressing, and every day the IDF is basing itself stronger and stronger, particularly in the northern part of Gaza. In the southern part of Gaza, the area is still filled with Hamas terrorists, and the IDF is deciding its steps and how to act next. Please join us in prayer in these future days and weeks of this war that Israel is conducting against Hamas. In two other very important fronts that the IDF is conducting, one is in the north against Hezbollah, and the other is in Yemen. Both of these entities are supported by Iran. We saw a direct link of coordination between them when yesterday attacks were fired towards Israel simultaneously. The Israeli defense systems were able to neutralize the aerial strikes without any problems, and the United States was able to destroy 2 ballistic missiles that were fired towards Israel from Yemen while they were in the middle of the air. This battle is long, and it is already involving multiple countries in the Middle East and also in the entire world. I call on you to support Israel, to help us spread the truth of what is happening really in this conflict here in the Middle East, that Israel is fighting an evil that is murdering, kidnapping women and children, and that its goal is to annihilate the Jewish state and to spread to the rest of the world. So please help us by sharing this video, by talking to your friends, to your representatives, and most importantly, by praying for the peace of Jerusalem.